Okay, so I've moved indoors and I'm getting under here so that I can install my fan for cooling the battery bay, which is something you need to do when you have your whatchamacallits in it. So currently our battery temperature is 34 degrees Celsius, which is fine. A little warmer than I would like, but we're going to try and get that down to hover around 32 to 28 when it's 115 degrees outside. And how we're doing it is by putting something in there. So right now I'm installing, well, gosh, it sure is muggy. Right now I'm taking this, I tried this Velcro thing, didn't work. I'm taking this little, this is a piece of the come out of a drainage pipe. You can get it at Home Depot, it's like $1 for this little flange. And this little flange happens to fit perfectly with an inline ducting fan, low decibel ducting fan that I want to put in to transfer cabin air into my battery compartment. The reason being is in Texas, where I travel to, there is an enormous amount of heat, and the heat generates problems for the electrical system's lifespan. So I want to keep the temperature equal with the cabin, and I'm willing to sacrifice power to do that. So what happens is I turn on my generator and it blows hot air through the radiator, cooling the generator. So anyway, you need the cool air pumped in there and the hot air pumped out, or you'll just kill your batteries and your everything else you own. So anyway, these work perfectly. It slips right in there to that ducting fan, and we're going to see if that'll fit down in the bottom of the bay. Okay, so that little thing won't fit back in that space, so we're just going to put this little bit of vinyl venting from there to there. Yeah, like I said, this is like a must in Texas. It's so hot in the summer that to leave your batteries unattended in a bay is just going to ruin them. And in the winter, for that matter, you don't want it to be too cold and be running them, so might as well heat them up. Yep, these will fit. Oh yeah, they will. Okay. So then this, for now I'm just going to hook it right up like that, and then just screw that down just to test it out. Alright, coming right down in here, like that. This is our 50 amp in from shore. This is our water drainage from the fridge. These are our leg to the inside and our other leg to the generator. Let's go down here, like so, and just screw right in. Just that easy. Everything's easy when you're working on a bus. So this was the old breathing hole for the propane fridge that was in the bus when we bought it. we go. All right. This will come down here. Ready for harbor freight. Somebody's gotta be on fire. I feel like this is working. Just feel some cool air coming out. Just stay the f on there. Stupid thing. There we go. So I want to attach this. I gotta go get some lunch, so I'll come back to this. Alright. So my ultimate goal today is to get the generator running, and the oil changed, and the fuel filter changed, and the air filter changed, and get this room finished out with a air diffuser. And that'll, when they push that cold air in with the centrifugal fan, it'll spread it evenly around this little cabin area. And we'll also be able to close it up in the winter so that it won't get too cold here. And the way that I've designed this should just slip right in here, which it does. There we have it. So that's done. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Well, it's not really done. The one thing that I wanted to do is cut a piece of this and run it all the way up there. So I'm going to cut it right there. About as long as my hand, which is just under a foot. So right there. Cool. So the reason that I'm going to be putting this fan on here, the reason that I'm up in here where it moves up to where the fan is, but if you can see there's like the bottom of the cabinet area, and what I'm going to do is close that off with this so that there won't be any sort of condensation issues happening between the hot and cold air as it rises and falls underneath my cabinets causing mold. So that's why this is going in, to make sure that the air goes directly from the cabin to here back into the cabin. So that's what I'm doing. So the best way that I know how to attach this inside of this hole is with just that. And I'm just going to put a little bead of it on around the edge of this, and then just go. And then I'll put one on the top as well so that it locks into place up there. Then we'll have to figure out how to hold it in place till it's dry. Shouldn't be much to it. Blech. So, just might have to cut this open. I'll go like that, and then about there. Put a big fat glob of it. And then slide it in there. Up to where it goes. Now I think I should have measured that, but I think we're right on the money. Yep. So let me show you. Stick it in, and then this is just going to go right there, and that will hold it in place till it dries. Now fix it. I fucked it up. Okay, so there we have it. Got it? That's where I started my cut, and then I realized there was the frame, so. That'll diffuse the air that comes into this bay. Alright, so like that. Let's move on to getting our generator running. Okay, I made 81 in here. When we opened it, it was 90 degrees, so we want it to be like 85 in here all the time. So we're going to hang a little dongle with a temperature sensor right down in here somewhere. And run that up to our motherboard to communicate and let our panel know what the temperature is, and so when the temperature reaches 85 it'll shut off the fan. When it needs to goes above 85 it'll turn on the induct inline fan, and that just has a little that comes with the package. And then there's the little temperature sensor. We just want that hanging kind of somewhere over there, probably by the actual heat of the unit. And so I need to figure out where I'm going to put this, and then we'll turn you back on. So I'm actually going to set it right in here. Dangles just right in the middle of everything. There's a good kind of sensor for the heat in here, what that temperature is. Start in here, and one of these little things. So that runs down along and then through here, and then it comes over into this bay, which kind of goes up. Yeah, the question is where do we put this? I gotta figure that out. Alright, let's take a look, see where we're at with this. Down to 32 degrees, so we are working. You really can't hear anything in there either, so. Good news for Texas. So after doing a little research about stacking, I decided that I was going to, the stacking effect, was going to change it up. And so we removed, I ended up removing, you can't see shit. Anyway, I took out that, instead of trying to hook it up to run in a circle, what I'm doing now is I'm just pushing the cooler cabin air directly into the battery's bay, keeping it cool that way, and then allowing it to push out the excess hot air through that vent up there. Right there, that pushes it out. And there you have it. I'll show you the inside real quick. Alright, so now there we have it, 27 degrees Celsius. Looks great. And it can be 115 outside and whatever in here. So this over here is the control there. Set to auto. And that keeps it nice and cool. And what we ended up doing is just running the fan ducting straight down. It blows right into the battery bay. So it works great. Awesome.